Hey everybody, and welcome and happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey. And happy Thursday, everybody. And Thursday, of course, is part of our creative writing series that we like to call Picture This. And what is Picture This? Picture This is when I give you an image, a painting, a photograph, a Google image, something I find on the internet that's thought-provoking and kind of tells a story with no words, and you have to kind of just use your imagination and put something together. But I want it to be a chorus. I want you to think as a songwriter. I mean, it could be a poem. Like I say this to you guys all the time. If it was like, if you wanted to do this for like Lindsay and Pascal's class, that's totally fine. You could do that. I give you my total blessing. But I would like to see it blossom into a song rather than a poem. That doesn't mean it's wrong if you just did a poem and not a song, okay? Why do we do this? Why? Well, images are, put it this way. Everything around us is an influence. We're like, as human beings, we're like sponges. Ever since we were babies. I mean, how we learn to talk is we mimic other people. We watch TV as little kids. Our moms put us in front of the TV, and we start to mimic things that we hear off the television. If you hear it over and over, you start to repeat it. And sometimes, like I say this all the time, sometimes I'm not feeling super hyper creative, and I need some inspiration from somewhere. Sometimes I have to force it, because you're not always like, hey, I'm a songwriter. I write, I'm creative on the go every minute. No, you're not. No one is. Everyone has like dry spells or like things that they're not hearing music, or you're just not inspired that day. Maybe maybe they're worried about something, and the creative part of their mind is kind of on snooze, the snooze button. I get that way all the time. So sometimes you need something to jumpstart that creativity. And like I say every week, movies can be that for you. Listening to other artists and musicians, other songs, on Billboard can be enough to inspire you to run to your keyboard or your guitar or your tape recorder and start laying down some ideas for melodies, or you hear something in your head and you just want to get it down. Whatever gets you started in your creative process, that's what this is good for. And the other thing is, just like I said about the other class, the ghostwriting classes, this is not something you can do while you're filing your taxes, or you're getting, great, pasta recipes from your Aunt Matilda. No, you got to be in a room by yourself with the door shut, staring at that picture. And then I want you to actually, I say this all the time, but I mean this when I say this. I can't stress this enough. I want you to stare at that photograph, and I just want you to daydream about it. I want you to get in it. Have you ever looked at something and pretty soon you're not looking at it anymore? You're just kind of off into space. That's what I want you to do with the picture. I want you to look at the picture, but then I want you to just kind of zone out. I literally want you to start looking at the picture, and then I want you to just kind of get lost in it. And pretty soon, your mind will just kind of float into this mini daydream that has something to do with the image. And then I want you to take a sheet of paper, like a book like this. I want you to start writing down everything that you think that picture stands for you, okay? And write all your points down. And then I want you to find, don't worry about rhymes yet. Just write down all the highlights of what the picture represents for you. Once you have a little story plot, then writing the song part will be easier because you already have a story to go on. You know what I mean? Like I always say this to you guys, when I watch movies can really push me to write music. I mean, it's happened so many times over the years. I watch a movie and then suddenly it makes me think of storylines for songs, for subject matter, for songs, you know. It could be so many cool, you know, things that in the movie that, you know, so many juicy topics. You could just pick lots of different even little spots from a movie and make that the whole highlight of your song, you know. You know, and again, this is a great exercise for just to get your brain working. It's a great way to just jump off. It's a jumping off point, you know, just to get the creativity flowing. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the photograph. So here it is. Kind of a cool picture, right? The guy looks like he's just seamlessly kneeling in the middle of the air, and there's a big sun just bursting through, you know, him being up in the air. And I love the picture. I thought it was cool as hell. I just went, oh, this is mine. This is like, you know, I looked through pictures for quite a while. And I just let the pictures speak to me. And whatever it says to me, I start writing my ideas down. And of course, I give everything a backstory. And I make it personal. Like I just, because you can only borrow from your own experiences to make something even more believable because it's something you've been through. You know, like even in a movie, when someone's scared, you've been scared. So you can identify with the character that you're watching because you have been frightened before. I know I have. So you always put yourself in that person as you're watching them. You're going through whatever they're going through with them. So I think the same thing applies even in this photograph, you know, when you're happy or you're elated. In that picture, to me, represents freedom and anything's possible. You know, especially right now with everything going on in the world, we need something that we can aspire to that takes us out of our everyday worries. In this case, it's, you know, the COVID whole thing, COVID. And makes you think back to a time when we didn't have this and we come and go as we please and went anywhere and went out with anybody we wanted to. And, you know, so that picture to me, I just loved it. It just spoke to me on so many levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you what I wrote. So, you know, because a lot of music relates to relationships, my subtext in a lot of my songs anyway, it goes back to relationships. And the reason why is because no matter what country you live in or where you're from, love happens everywhere. And we all, and it's universal. And heartache is universal, as is heart palpitations of love. They're, you know, it's universal. And you don't need to speak the same language to feel that or express it. Feelings, everyone has feelings, no matter if you're from Timbuktu or you're from Illinois. It doesn't matter. If you speak Swahili or you speak with an Irish brogue, you have feelings that go beyond words. They're internal, right? So I'm going to read you now the words that I wrote because I imagine this whole story, okay? So here's my words. I wrote, give me all you got. Give me all you got. I'm coming for you whether you are ready or not, baby. Give me all you got. Give me all you got. Your loving's got me dizzy and you're making me hot, baby. I have never been this high. I know what it feels like to fly. So I give you, bouncy wordplay and a relationship, and the feeling that I got from that photograph, I put in here, and that, when I've been like in love with somebody and it's new and it's exciting, I feel like that guy up in the air. That's how I feel, right? When it's real new and everything's exciting. Everything you do with that person is like so exciting. And, that's what I felt looking at that photograph. So I'm going to go over this one more time. So here's my words again. And I can't wait to see what you guys write for yours based on this, because you guys have been sending me some awesome stuff. I mean, some of these lyrics you guys send me, they just blow my mind. And you remember, we're going to have gift cards for the best person for these as well. So you can win money on this. So keep that in mind, okay? So here it is. Give me all you got. Give me all you got. I'm coming for you whether you are ready or not, baby. Give me all you got. Give me all you got. Your loving's got me dizzy and you're making me hot. Baby, I have never been this high. I know what it feels like to fly. So they are my words. Now tomorrow, join me again tomorrow, and I'm going to make a melody to go with these lyrics. I can't wait to see what you guys wrote for this. So until tomorrow, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey signing off. Have a lovely evening. Sleep well. I love you guys. I miss you so much. Be safe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I can't wait to see what you guys write for this. I mean that, really. All right, guys. Peace.